Thank you for listening to Depictions Media Radio. Okay, welcome back everybody. We're here today with Sara Abtahi. She is a certified nutritional practitioner. She has been in nutrition field for over 20 years, and she started her practice more than 9 years ago. She is passionate about educating others on how to take charge of their health to minimize disease and illness while achieving and maintaining superior health and quality of life. She believes that each person is unique and there is no uniform diet or lifestyle routine that works for everybody. Her specialties are in weight loss, digestive issues, pre-diabetes, and women's health in stages of perimenopause or menopause. So we're going to talk with Sara today about our nutritional health in general. Nutrition is something that as a whole we really don't know a lot about, and we need to find better ways of educating ourselves. And thus, we're going to ask you to warmly welcome Sara Abtahi to our show. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the show, Sara. And it's really cool to always have a nutritional expert come on the show, because we know so little about nutrition. And of course, when we go talk to a doctor or something like that, they'd probably know just about as much about nutrition as we do, sitting there asking them questions, because nutrition isn't really taught in medical school. So right. It's always cool to have somebody that has real nutritional answers for us, because that's the building blocks of our body, right?
Yes.
So
important.
Yeah. So how did you get started in nutrition, and why did you start in nutrition?
So I grew up in a family that my mother always provide healthy food and homemade cooking. So I learned from childhood, like it's good to have a good food, nutritious. And when I reached to high school, so I was very interested in biochemistry, physiology, anatomy, and then also when I was in like third high school, grade 11, so I was very teen and I wanted to gain weight, but I didn't know what was the problem. So my mom took me to a nutritionist, and then she helped me, and that made me that's the things that I want to be as a nutritionist, to help people the food and diet, being healthy. So then yes, I went to university. I got my Bachelor of Science degree in nutrition. And then when I moved to Canada, so I started working in hospital. And then there was like very fast environment, like fast paced working. And then I was under stress, and this stress make me that I don't eat well. And then I became interested to study holistic nutrition at that time. And then when I graduated from holistic nutrition school, then I started my own practice. So I combine nutrition science with holistic nutrition, that I think these two work well together, because as a holistic, we look at the whole things, because everything is important. It's not just your diet, your lifestyle, and also activity you have, and stress. Then I learned that stress is so important that everyone needs to reduce their stress. However, sometimes it's not avoidable. I mean, you have a stress, but there are some ways to reduce your stress, and that helps that your body, the nutrition that you get, then they can digest and absorb well. Because if you are under stress and then you eat healthy, it doesn't help. So it's important to eat well, and just I always say body-mind connection. That's important.
Well, you bring about a couple questions with that, because you said when you were working in the hospital you were under stress and you didn't eat well, right?
Yes.
So when we're under stress, does that actually affect our food choices? Like, instead of reaching for a veggie snack, we reach for the processed cheese balls or something like that, or the cheesies instead of a carrot, for a snack, because we're under stress. We're going to go for the high carb, like almost empty calorie snack.
Yes, it's true. Because when you are under stress, you just you like to have a comfort food, and anything and always carbohydrate is easier to eat, and yes, it affected how you choose the food, but also it's important to learn how to choose your food, then even if you are under stress.
Right.
That time I didn't really pay attention. Mostly I just paid attention the work be done, and and then you choose something that is easy, comfort food. So and also it's very important to chew your food well. This is very simple, but many people, when I tell my clients, they surprised that is this little thing, that when you chew your food well, it digests and absorbs better.
You know what? I remember my mother saying to me when I was a kid, "Michael, make sure you chew your food well." And I'm like, and as an adult, I think I started ignoring that advice, and now I find myself back to making sure that I chew well. After speaking to nutritionists like yourself, is like, oh, it's really not just my mom nagging me. It was really a thing. I was like, oh. So why is it?
Yes.
Because I know in our digestive system that we have enzymes that start in our mouth and they work their way down into our stomach and everything. Is that one of the reasons why it's so important to chew well, to make sure that it's those enzymes start breaking down the food better?
Yes, exactly. Because we started to digest and started from your mom. The enzyme when they secreted saliva. and then it's gradually going down to get to your stomach and intestine. So that's important to chew well. And another thing, when you eat slowly, then there is a signal that is coming from your stomach to your brain, that when you have enough food in your stomach, then there is a signal go to your brain that it said stop. So you had enough food, then don't eat. But when you eat very fast, then your body doesn't get this signal from your brain, and then you overeat. So that is another factor that is important to eat, to chew well and eat slowly, mindfully, as we call it, because then you get the signal that you had enough food, so then stop eating, and then you don't gain weight.
Okay. Wow. And I know that you're actually a weight loss expert, so you know all about the signal between the stomach and the brain to say, hold on, let's stop eating here. I'm getting full. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's something you specialize in, right? Weight loss?
Yes. That's I help a lot of people. I mean, usually people come to me when they try different kind of diets and they didn't get the result. Then they come to me. And because the way that I work with my clients, I do the complete assessment to find out what's the root cause, and then according to that make a recommendation. And it's very important when you want to lose weight, you have a proper diet, because we need all the because some diets, as you know, there are said, so you low carb diet or high protein, but everything should be balanced. And because we need all the nutrients, macronutrients like carbohydrate, protein, fat, but in proper amount, not too much, not too little. So that's very important. And it's and losing weight should be gradually. That helps to maintain your weight. But when you lost weight fast, then it can be maintained.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So we see all over our screens, our television screens, our computer screens about all these fad diets, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Should we be ignoring these fads and just if we have a weight problem, go find someone like you and work with you to for a healthy path to weight loss?
Yes, that is very important, because especially these days we are bombardment with a lot of commercial things, commercial diet. Like some people, they think that, there is a lot of information in internet. Why I go to see a specialist? I can just find a diet and do myself. But the thing is, everything in internet are not reliable. So it's important to find a reliable source. And it's the best way is just go and find a specialist. Someone has the knowledge and study as a dietitian or nutritionist. They can help you better than just go with those commercial diet. That's like keto diet, or a lot of things are like high carbohydrate, high protein. So because each person is unique and need a different amount of nutrient for each person. It depends on your lifestyle, your genes, your activity. there's no one diet that be fit for everyone. So everyone needs different needs.
Yeah. Okay. So something a customized I'm going to say eating plan is better than going with the whatever the fad is. So
yes,
yeah.
personalized diet meal plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
because you specialize in a number of different things. I only pointed out weight loss right at the beginning, but you specialize in also digestive issues. You brought up one issue that could be they could help it right along with the chewing our food properly.
yes.
You also deal in pre-diabetes, and also women's health issues that with perimenopause and menopause, and
yes,
we recently had a menopause expert on, and she said that there are nutrients and everything that women need to have so that they don't suffer from the symptoms of menopause. We won't get into the symptoms because there's a list of them, right? So when somebody comes to work with you, you ask them all these questions about their health, right?
Yes.
So
yeah.
I
usually do the full assessment to find out what the person needs, and especially as we age, our needs are be different, and hormones are the most important that they work well, because sometimes be out of balance. So this needs to be addressed, especially for women when they go to menopause stage.
Yeah. So, with that, I would imagine that you might have, like, say, the mother of the family comes because she's having some issues, right? But how do you work that out? So because it's not just her, she's got the whole family. So how do you deal with that? Because maybe one person might have some issues, but then they're feeding the whole family.
Yes, that's a good point. And so what is my specialty is the first thing that I teach my clients is the foundation of healthy eating. And that is good for everyone, for the kids, for the family, for the spouse, and the person has issue. Because diet is not difficult. I mean, diet actually is not a very good word to use, because some people when said, "Oh, diet," say, "Oh, no, I cannot follow a diet." But it's just to eat properly, and eat balanced meal. And this eating balance is good for everyone, for kids and adults. And the way I work with my clients, like as you said, if your mother come to me, so first I will find what is her issue and how it can be corrected, and also the meal and recipe that I give to my clients, they're all good for everyone. And they might have a few things that person needs to pay attention more, but also I incorporate that works for the whole family.
Okay. So you balance everything out so that it works for everybody.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. What are some of the most common health issues that people seek you out for?
Other health issue?
Yeah, what types of health issues do you most commonly have clients come to talk to you about?
Mostly like digestive issue is one of the things that many people have these days, because these days we see a lot of processed food in the store, and all of those additives that they add to food. So that causes a problem for people, and sometimes people, they don't recognize that, and then they have some like digestive issue because of those food. I mean, it's very important to, when you go to grocery shopping, if you want to buy things, read the label, because the ingredients, there are some hidden ingredients that maybe is not obvious for everyone. And that is what I teach my client, to how to read the label and avoid those things that are not good for our body. Yeah. So, and the things is, I always say, eat fresh and local and organic as much as possible.
Right.
So that's the point that everyone, need to know.
So, okay, that's a really good one, because that helps a lot of issues besides besides our digestive issues. That also helps issues with our planet too. So, local food, it hasn't traveled far. Do you have any other, like, because most of us wind up going into like supermarkets and superstores and things like that to get our groceries. Any other advice on the shopping issues when we walk in the store? Is there like sections of the store that we should maybe try to avoid, and other sections that we really should make sure that we do most of our shopping in?
Yes, I actually do like nutrition tour in the store for my client.
Oh, okay.
And yes, so one of the things when we walk in grocery shopping store, supermarket, we need to start from the main area, that is the produce department, and get our veggies, because half of our plate should be veggies and veggie and fruits, like, and each vegetable give you different nutrients, so we need to choose the like different colors, and always variety is so important. So yeah, so that's the first department. And then if you go to the aisle, just be careful what you choose to pick. Those like packaged food is always good to read the label, and if you see something that you cannot pronounce, don't eat it, because those artificial chemical things. Yeah, so important what to choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there, because when we're talking about packaged foods, like the sugar and salt balance thing, should we be looking to make sure that there's not too much sugar and too much salt and all that kind of stuff? So like so many grams of sugar, is there a threshold? Like, don't buy this package because it has 800 grams of sugar as opposed to another one that only has 20 grams of sugar. Is there a threshold to that? Do we just just stay away from it?
Yes. these two is very important, sugar and sodium. And sugar is not just the name of sugar. You see sugar in different names, and those is important to know, like corn syrup, fructose. There are a lot of other names for sugar, and also sodium, because this is a hidden salt that we need to avoid it. And always look for less ingredient. Everything less ingredient is better. Like I just give you example, like yogurt. If you want to buy a yogurt, so the good yogurt is just have two ingredients, like milk and culture. But if you see some other things, then it's better to avoid it. I mean, it's not very natural.
Right. That makes sense, because that's what yogurt is a culture growing inside of the milk, right?
Yes, culture is probiotic.
The probiotic culture growing inside of the milk, right? So that kind of makes sense. So the smaller the label, the better it probably is. Would you say?
Yes. Less ingredients on the label. You see,
less ingredients.
Yeah, that's the better choice.
Yeah. And if you see something that says phosphor, I can't even say the word, leave it behind.
Yes, stay away.
I was poking fun a little bit, but yeah, if you can't read the word, you probably shouldn't be eating it. Okay, that sounds like pretty sound advice, you know. And why is it that we have to find a nutritionist to get that advice, right? So,
yeah.
Like you talked about digestive issues, and are there like the preservatives and everything? They can cause or make the conditions worse. Is that true?
Digestive issue?
Yeah.
You mean? Yes, because that causes a lot of problem when you cannot absorb well, then you don't get the nutrient that your body needs. So that's the issue first need to be solved. I mean, our gut health is so important. Healthy gut helps the body to work well.
Okay. So we're all filled up with gunk. We're not going to get the nutrients that we need.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which leads us to other conditions, like the pre-diabetes and stuff, because we're not getting the right nutrients in, so our body starts trying to find those nutrients from other places, or organs start to malfunction, right?
Yes, because and the second thing is our hormones. Our hormones is very important to work well, and insulin is the master hormone in our body that not only regulate our blood sugar, also it regulate the metabolism. And when it's like pre-diabetes is important if someone shows this symptom at the beginning of diabetes, so it can be treated easier than a person when she or he is diabetes. So I know I always say prevention is more important than treatment. Just listen to your body, and if you see the sign of because our body is very smart, and it tells us if there's something wrong in our body, and we need to listen to that and then try to address it.
Right.
Yes. So the hormones, is so important to work well in our body.
Do you teach people how to listen to their body?
Sorry, I teach.
Do you teach people how to listen to their body? Because
How to?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, when your body is healthy, then it gives you the right signal. So, what I teach is the foundation, how to stay healthy, and then when you are healthy, your body always gives you the right signal. And if something is bad, then you don't want to eat. For example, like sugar, like some people, they have like sugar cravings. Sugar cravings is because your body feels that there is some deficiency, like nutrient deficiency, and then tells you, I need sugar. But if you give your body the proper nutrient, then you don't have like sugar cravings, or some people that tendency to eat too much salt. So this can be correct when your body works well.
Okay. Because I cook a lot for people and everything, and I'm going to get to one of my pet peeves at the dinner table is almost immediately there's somebody my wife and I know that before they do any even taste the food and everything, they take the salt shaker and they just go all over the place with the salt on it. It's like, and we just look at them like, really? Wow, you didn't even taste it yet. You don't even know if it would, because as a whole, I don't cook I don't add salt while I'm cooking. If there's salt, their foods are already going to be salty, so you don't need to add salt to them, right? And
right,
is that another sign of something deficient in our bodies when we crave salt like that?
Yes, exactly. There is something deficient that your body said, I need like salt. So that's why it needs to be corrected by proper nutrition.
Yeah. See, when you talked about the sugar, that was my other pet peeve. That it's like people they have to eat all of the like the great big chocolate bars. I know somebody they get these great big chocolate bars and they have to eat the whole chocolate bar right there. It's like, I'm like, there's something wrong with that. You just said there is something wrong with that. It's like, it's okay to eat a piece of it, but when you gotta eat the whole thing, there's something wrong, right? So
something. Yes. When you are healthy, you just a little bit, because always like treat is good. You can treat yourself with, but you just need a small amount. But if you eat the whole thing, there is something else is going on in your body, so that needs to be addressed.
You say you have an assessment, and that assessment process that you take your clients through, does it help them discover what those deficiencies are so that they can find the right nutrients and vitamins for that?
I have different kind of assessments. So first I have like a questionnaire form that's all about the lifestyle, diet history, and that it tells me a lot when I hear what my clients say about their diet history. So then from there I can find out. So what needs to be changed? How things can be, because sometimes you need just a little small change. It make a big difference. It make a big impact on your body. So that's my specialty. I can, recognize that and help my clients.
Because it just seems important to make sure we're choosing the right things to put into our body so that our body helps feed the mind so we have a happy lifestyle, right?
Yes, because your health is the most things investment if you pay attention, because when you are healthy, then you be happy, you can do a lot of things. So it's so important.
Yeah. So, there are a couple other things I was just curious about, and some of it has to do with timing when we eat, because there's always been these studies that say that you shouldn't eat after 6 o'clock, and then others say that if you if you jump out of bed and you don't eat breakfast right that very second, your body won't function correctly and all that kind of stuff. Or are those things like myths, or are they actually factual? Some of those things.
And yes, that the time is important. So the reason that it said like don't eat after like 7 o'clock, because in evening you are not very active. So then if you eat too much, or if you eat until 10 o'clock, and then you go to sleep, and then the body cannot use this food, this calorie, and then it's stored in your body, and then because it's stored as a fat, and then you gain weight. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So we need, some people, they got used to not to have breakfast, but it's very important, because when you wake up and you start your day, so from that time you need to feed your body, give fuel to your body, then it can work well. Otherwise, like some people, they don't eat breakfast, then it causes that then later the day, then you eat more, because you're starve your body for some time, and then you eat more than is necessary. So, and it's very important your metabolism to keep your metabolism regulate your metabolism. Then this helps that the whole day you have energy, because some people, they crash in the middle of the day. Why? Because they don't eat properly, or they don't have breakfast. So these are very important, but in each person can be different, because each person is different.
Mm-hmm. Okay. See, it leads me into exercise versus versus that first meal, because I also know that some experts say that when we wake up, we should exercise first and build enough time in for us to have a good, healthy exercise regimen before we get ready for work and all that kind of stuff. So, how important it is movement versus our metabolism and our choices to eating.
Yes, that's a good question. Exercise, movement is very important too. And then, for some people, yeah, they like to have exercise in the morning is very good. Because actually that might wake you up. I mean, and because when you exercise, also you enter oxygen to your body.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to exercise in the morning. And also movement, you need nutrition, good nutrition and exercise should be together, because when you exercise, you use the calorie that you produce from the food. So you need burn calorie, and then your metabolism work well. So that is important. Yeah, movement and exercise.
Okay, cool. How to put this? Do you have some favorite success stories? People that you worked with that you, without naming names, of course. Some of your favorite results that you've seen people have after they've been working with you for a while?
Yes, I have so many clients that they got a very good result working with me. For example, I have client that especially, I mean, she was close to the menopause stage of life, and so in this stage, your metabolism is slowed down, and it's important with proper food, you increase your metabolism. And so this person also work a lot, and her work has was under stress, and she didn't eat well, or just eat certain food. So then she came to me, and I gave her different kind of recipe that is easy but also is nutritious. So that's important. And also I teach her how to have more variety in her diet, because variety is important. Each food give us different nutrients, so that's why we need different kind of food. And when she followed this meal plan that I gave her, so she was so happy, and she said, "Oh, so now I feel my hormones work better, and I have more energy." Yeah, so it's so important how to consume food during the day, distribute different nutrient in your diet, how to have a balanced meal. So yeah, I have many clients that they come to me to lose weight, but first, so you need to learn how to eat healthy. And then when you eat healthy, then you see it's just automatically you're losing weight without to deprive yourself. Yeah, that's
cool.
Important, how to eat properly and balance meal.
Right. Okay. What are some of the best ways to get a hold of you so that I can send clients to you and you can help make our community healthier?
Yeah, so I have a website. Can reach me on my website is www.saranutritionalconsulting.ca.
Okay.
People can contact me, send me email through my website. And also I have Instagram, Sara Nutritional, and always I have some like good nutrition tips on my Instagram, and also you can message me there or email me at info@saranutritionalconsulting.ca. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. It's always fun catching up with you. So yeah.
Thank you for having me, Michael.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you, everybody, for listening today. And go check out Sara Nutritional Consulting .ca, right?
That's it. Yes.
Yeah. Or check her out on Instagram. Of course, if you follow me on Instagram, you will find Sara Nutritional as one of my friends. Actually, I've known Sara for quite a number of years, and we've done a lot of networking and community work in and near our home. So yeah. So check her out, and she's a brilliant person and wonderful to work with. So
thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Hang on. This show has been produced by Depictions Media. Please contact us at depictions.media for more information.